While GTA 5 might have more things to do and more replayability, it's missing that thing that makes a Rockstar world feel so immersive and alive. GTA 4 was a far superior title in almost every single aspect that does just that. So today we're going to be proving, finally, why GTA 4 was way better than GTA 5. First thing that's really annoying about GTA 5 is if you have a car crash at high speed, you'll notice that the vehicle has barely any damage whatsoever. When we compare this to GTA 4, it's evident to see that the vehicle damage was far superior. You could actually mangle up the bodywork a lot easier, and vehicles actually had a sense of weight to them. Of course, you're not going to have a GTA 4 video if you don't mention Euphoria. You can push people over just by walking into them. Hell, even just shoving people on the street gives you a really entertaining reaction. You could drive a car slowly into someone and actually watch them holding onto the vehicle realistically. When you compare all of these to GTA 5, you can see that the game simply does not compete. If you're going to create a living, breathing world, then of course there's going to be crime. So you'll understand why I was extremely satisfied when I saw that in GTA 4, you can actually witness police officers arresting someone, putting them into the back of the vehicle and taking them back to the station. But in GTA 5, if a pedestrian so much as drops a packet of litter on the floor, they're going to get shot to death. In GTA 4, if you steal someone's vehicle and drive away quickly enough just as they try and steal it back, you'll notice that they get dragged behind the vehicle for quite a substantial amount of time. This feature is also in GTA 5 as well, but doesn't last as long and is no way near as good. You've also got bike crashes as well. Ramming people off their motorcycles launches their body high up into the air. It actually feels like you've just done a ton of damage. But in GTA 5, it's kind of underwhelming. While we're on the topic of motorbikes, have you ever realised that you can barely pull a decent wheelie in GTA 5? The vehicle handling in this game is absolutely disgusting. But in GTA 4 you can pull glorious wheelies. The vehicle handling at high speed is insanely realistic. But when it comes to riding motorbikes, GTA 4 takes the crown for this one. GTA 5 also has this extremely awful default dying on the floor animation. You could literally shoot 10 enemies in a row and they would all die in the same way, and it really ruins the immersion. In GTA 4, the pedestrians actually reacted to each bullet that actually hit their body parts. As you can see, I shot this guy right here in the leg and he actually runs away like he's actually injured. Do the same thing in GTA 5 and, well, it's extremely underwhelming. Hey, you can even shoot guns out of people's arms in GTA 4. Take a look at this footage right here where I ran up on this guy with a baseball bat and I literally smacked the thing out of the guy's hand. That's something that GTA 5 doesn't have either. If you shoot a helicopter out of the sky in GTA 5, it's extremely underwhelming. In GTA 4, however, if you shoot an aircraft out of the sky with a rocket launcher, you'll see how the helicopter actually falls down to the ground in a rather dramatic fashion. Much more interesting than GTA 5. Also, you can knock the tail off your helicopter in GTA 4, and you can somewhat try and pilot it back to safety, although it didn't really go very well in this footage right here. But in GTA 5, if you rip your helicopter's tail off, well, again, it's really disappointing. In GTA 4 you can go to a food stand and buy a hot dog or a burger, while in GTA 5 you can't do any of it. You've got petrol stations in GTA 5 that has nobody here, while in GTA 4 it has pedestrians actually pulling in and at least pretending to fill their cars up. Not to mention that while driving through New York City you might see a police officer pulling someone over and doing a routine check. Then there's things like interiors. You can go into Burger Shot in GTA 4 or even an internet cafe. GTA 5 has absolutely no enterable restaurants, something that even Vice City and GTA San Andreas managed to do well over 20 years ago now. So there's literally no excuse. You can't even crouch in this game and it feels so awful. At least in GTA 4 you can crouch and at least get a sense of like creeping around. Let's mention GTA 5's terrible combat system. GTA 5's fighting hand-to-hand combat feels like a PlayStation 2 game, and GTA 4's felt more fluent, likely again because there's no Euphoria physics, but even the combos in GTA 5 feel really boring. Yeah, you can dodge a few punches and then smack someone and they just flop down in a really unsatisfying way. But in GTA 4 you could punch or kick depending on what button you wanted to press. You could also combat people's punches, and when you counter those attacks, your attacks were a lot more interesting. Now that is a good fighting mechanic. Let's also mention how a variety of different melee weapons have a variety of different attacks. GTA 5, get out a baseball bat and you have this really boring default attack. Yeah, you'll just smack someone over the head and they'll just go straight down.
Who you think you fight, fool?
But in GTA 4, you actually hold the bat in a different variety of ways depending on whether you're close or far away from the target. And again, let's mention those Euphoria physics making it feel like we really just dealt a nasty hit on these people. In GTA 4, you can also pick up objects on the floor to use as weapons as well. They'll even damage vehicle glass, something that GTA 5 doesn't have at all. Even in GTA 5, grenades don't do anything to windshields, but in GTA 4, they do. Also, on a cold night sky, you can see Nico's breath visible, but in GTA 5 there's no such feature. In GTA 4, paramedics will actually take passengers into the back of the vehicle and then take them to the nearest medical facility to get treated. But in GTA 5, again, this is extremely underwhelming and quite shocking to see how bad it really is. The paramedics will run over, look at their clipboard for a while, and then walk off. Or in my experience, their vehicle will get stolen and they'll just walk around like nothing's just happened. Oh yeah, speaking of which, we happen to be outside a car dealership in GTA 5. Oh, no, unfortunately you can't go inside. Sorry, but in GTA 4 is here to save the day once again. You could go inside car dealerships in this game, steal the vehicles, and drive them out of the windows. And there's more where that came from because there's also a motorbike shop on the third island as well. So in GTA 5, if you go up to a wall and try to climb it, the climbing will be instant. So Franklin will literally just climb it and jump over to the other side or on top of the object that you've climbed on. But in GTA 4, you can jump and hold onto the ledge and even shift yourself along to a different position before climbing up. This opened up a lot more interesting parkour opportunities in GTA 4, something that GTA 5 lacks in a lot. There's also quite a wide range of environmental destruction in GTA 4, and I can't really think of any in GTA 5 besides this giant orange ball right here. And while it's quite fun to watch this thing rolling around the countryside destroying a few fences here and there, that's nothing compared to GTA 4, where you have even this statue right here that you can drive a car through, and you can watch in slow motion as the object shatters into 1,000 pieces. There's also this scaffolding in the building sites you can find, where if you shoot them with a rocket launcher, it's really awesome to watch. In GTA 4, if you walk up to a group of police officers who are minding their own business, they'll just carry on with their conversation. But if you do the same thing in GTA 5, for some very odd reason, they have a huge problem with it.
You want a class war? You got one. I may look crazy. Where you going now? Fuck on your ass.
If you shoot the tyres of a vehicle in GTA 4, you can actually see the air seeping out of them as they slowly deflate. But in GTA 5, unfortunately, they go down instantly. Something I really like about Grand Theft Auto 4 is if you shoot a weapon inside, you can actually see the gunpowder and smoke floating around in the environment. But if you do it in GTA 5, the effect is pretty much non-existent. I also like how in GTA 4 you can catch trains from either the subway station or main overhead train stations as well. Everything from the environment, the toilets, the sound effects are all really realistic, and it really adds to the Liberty City atmosphere. In GTA 5, if it's raining, you'll notice some pedestrians kind of walk in a funny way. But the main protagonists like Franklin, Trevor and Michael won't react to the rain at all. But in GTA 4, Nico has 9 different reactions to rainy weather. Also, you'll see pedestrians running with their hands over their head, and also pedestrians holding umbrellas. If you drive a car against a wall, you'll leave absolutely no scratches in GTA 5, but in GTA 4, both your vehicle and the wall itself will become damaged. You'll notice that flying a helicopter low over the water in both games has a completely different reaction. GTA 4's being the most realistic out of both of them. The helicopter blades actually realistically push down the water and displace the surface, while GTA 5 has a very unsatisfying result. If you ever have to resort to desperate measures in GTA 4 while in a police chase, you might find yourself bailing out of a vehicle. But of course, as you would in real life, you have to consider whether this is really worth it, because the dangers of bailing out of a vehicle will of course mean that you go bouncing down the road and potentially hit other vehicles. In GTA 5, you don't have to worry whatsoever. Sure, you can bail out of a car going 100 miles an hour, you're just going to slide a couple of meters. As we showed earlier on, it's not just police officers that get angry if you stand near them in GTA 5. In fact, if you just stand there on your mobile phone on the street, you'll often find NPCs want to for some reason punch you in the face.
What's your problem, dickhead?
But in GTA 4, because the game is a lot more realistic and superior, the NPCs understand that if you're looking at your mobile phone, you're probably not a threat to them. You'll also notice that Nico's body actually reacts to objects on the floor, like if you're standing on someone's body, he'll actually bend his legs so that his feet are actually on top of them. Surely GTA 5 didn't get this wrong again, right? Well, unfortunately yes, your legs just phase through people. If you stand in the vicinity of a grenade that's just recently gone off, it'll actually throw Nico in the air and sometimes he'll lose his balance. But in GTA 5, if you stand just within that radius that you can get hit by it, you'll end up dying. Speaking of which, vehicles that explode within a close radius of other vehicles will actually damage them in GTA 4, but unfortunately in GTA 5, this isn't the case. In GTA 4, you can call the emergency services for fire, paramedic or police, and Nico will actually explain his location where he is so that they can help to find him. However, if you ring the police or the emergency services while you're out in the middle of the ocean, then he's unable to give them an exact location.
I knew you'd ask that. Let me call you back when I know exactly where I am.
In GTA 5, however, they don't say a single thing.
Hello, this is 911. What emergency service do you require? Thank you. Police officers are en route to your current location.